Shalom, Kal Halayan La Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Waharach HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of GMS who rule well, who I learned this truth from, and salutations and blessings to you elect, starting with 144,000 on down. So, this is just a quick clip I came across today. I'm going to play it real quick, and then let's roll in the spirit.
I don't think there's anything going to get me in heaven. Okay, I really don't. I think I'm not maybe heaven bound. I may be in heaven right now as we fly an Air Force One. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to make heaven.
So this guy Nero, right? He's pretty much saying he is in heaven, right? Now he means that literally, because he's flying he's in a plane, which he's in heaven, he's under heaven, but he's also describing his situation, because he's saying I'm not heaven bound, saying he's not a good guy, pretty much, right? So he's saying this is his heaven right now, you know. So that shows you, man, this guy knows. He knows, you know, he's a lesser luminary, and he is in heaven right now, right? This is Isaiah 13 and 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer? Again, you wacky tacky, right? No brain having Christians, no discerning, no prudence Christians. You guys chop and skew these kind of scriptures. You know, what does that mean? For thou art fallen from heaven. It's describing a condition that you're in. You know, you have, for example, 3 heavens. You have the first heaven, which is this realm, this kingdom, or all kingdoms under what Esau calls the atmosphere or the stratosphere. Whatever, he has different layers, right? But under this heaven, everything below outer space, right? Then you have the second heaven, which is everything after in space, right above the firmament, right? So the first heaven is everything under our firmament, right? The kingdoms of the world, you know. But it's also describing a condition, right, of highness. When you look up, that's heaven. That's why you have a condition called hell. If you're in a terrible way, you know, you just lost your job, your car got repossessed, you're getting evicted in 2 weeks, you're in hell, you're catching hell. You know, if you ever been in an accident, a bad accident, or you got really injured or traumatized or sick, you're saying you're catching hell, or you're in a world of pain, a cosmos. That's another condition, right? So it's the same thing. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer? Lucifer pretty much means a light bearer, and loosely translated, you can say that means the enlightened ones. Now again, this guy Trump, he's a lesser luminary. He's really a fall guy. The fact that his name even appears on the Epstein list shows you that, you know. Because you're not going to have things like that come out with the bankers, the oligarchs, the guys really running the show. You're never going to see, oh, that's Lord Baron Rothschild. Oh, that's a Rockefeller. You're not going to see them go to court. You know? Oh, David de Rothschild, he has a court date. No, you're not going to see that. They choose to pop out when they want to, right? It says, continuing, son of the morning, again, dawn, the light bearers, right? I believe there was a society, something of the dawn, Eastern dawn or something like that, but pretty much it's representing right when the sun comes up. So they're holding the light, and technically they have been, right? They had everyone in darkness for how many years, how many decades, how many centuries, right? How art thou cut to the ground, which didst weaken the nation? So is it talking about Lucifer actually weakening nations? No, it's going into you oligarchs, man, you elites. And again, like Trump, he's a lesser luminary, and I like that video. That's why I played it to show you. This guy's saying, look, I'm not heaven bound. I'm not a good guy. I may be in heaven. And he's right, he is in heaven. He was born in heaven. His condition has been that of heaven, not hell. Let me just see real quick this word, cut to the ground. Okay, con. So it's actually earth. But pretty much, hell is a condition. Heaven is a condition. You Christians, when you read that, oh, that's Lucifer. He was in heaven with the angels, and then he got kicked out. No. You damn retards, man. You know. Real quick. Oh, and that's why also, yeah, you have this. Revelation 12:7, and there was war in heaven. It's talking about when you have the Third World War over there in the Middle East, what they call the Middle East, the Levant, Saudi Arabia, to be more precise, the Valley of Jehoshaphat, Yahweh Shaphat, Yahweh's judgment or decision, Megiddo, Armageddon, the mountain of troops, Harmageddon, all the same thing. That's what it's going into, right? There was war in heaven because you're gonna have fighter jets, all kinds of drone aircraft. Okay. Wars are not just fought on the ground, as we know, right? So you're gonna have that, and then you're gonna have a extraterrestrial, celestial visitation from Yahushua, from Michael, from the angels, from some of the elect who are risen up. You're gonna have that kind of visit. There was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon. Dragon is Rome 2.0, America. Right? The rebirth of the Roman Empire. Satan. All right? The adversary of the earth, man. The hammer of the earth. And the dragon fought and his angels. Right? His angels. Angel means messenger. Right? So again, these Christians are talking about, yeah, there's going to be a war in heaven, like in the spiritual realm. And Salaki, I didn't mention the third heaven. This is where that understanding comes into play. The third heaven, right? I said the first heaven is everything under our firmament, which is our condition, our location, right? Second heaven is space, outer space, everything above the firmament. And the third heaven is the spiritual realm, right? What Esau calls the fifth dimension, the unseen world, right? The spiritual realm. So Esau actually thinks this is taking place in the spiritual realm. No, you're going to have Michael, Yahushua, angels, right? Righteous angels on the right hand side fight against the left hand side angels, the evil angels. Okay? The dragon, Babylon the great whore, the beast, NATO, EU. All right, the Russians, the Iranians, great nations. They're gonna unite and fight. Right? This is Isaiah. Let's go to Isaiah 34 as well. Just to hammer that point of heaven, man. Because as I keep saying, even though Trump, he's a lesser luminary, these guys know some things. They have inside information about the occult. I'm not just talking about politics. I'm talking about the occult, right? Isaiah 34:4. And all the hosts, right? A host is an army. All the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll. Again, ask a Christian to break that down. What does that mean? The heaven is going to be rolled up as a scroll. What is that? The spiritual realm where the Most High dwells? So the Most High is going to have to be on guard. against Satan and his angels. That would make him not omnipotent. You stupid Christians, man. And all their host shall fall down as the leaf that falleth off from the vine, and as a falling fig tree from the fig. Slakia, as a falling fig from the fig tree. Right? And that going into that rolling, the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll. Right? When you have these intercontinental ballistic missiles detonate and go off, it causes a shockwave, and what Esau calls a mushroom cloud. But that mushroom cloud is described here as a scroll rolling. Right? You can go look up on Google pictures of a mushroom cloud. Type in nuclear missile or nuclear mushroom cloud, and you get the idea, the illustration. Right? It's the same thing. Mushroom cloud, a scroll that's rolled together. That's what Isaiah seen. That's what John seen. That's what various prophets seen, and they described it in various ways. Right? They called the missiles, which inside the missile you have warheads, and that's the tail. Going in Revelation 9, the tail, they have a tail, and with them they do hurt. That tail is a warhead, where the warheads are, and there's multiple warheads. But the actual missile that's holding the warheads, right, they're described as arrows. In the book of 2nd Ezra, it says the arrows shall be shot of a mighty archer from one end of the earth to the next. Again, that's parables. Anyways, shalom, kal halalim, Yahweh Shem Yahushai.